Hey guys, how's it going? Big Dope 7 here with another episode of Road to the World Series. Today we are taking on the Reds in the first of four here going on at Wrigley Field. The Reds have been playing very poorly, but better as of late. But they're sitting at 25-34 at dead last in the NL Central, whereas we have won 7 of our last 10, and we are just 2 games under 500 now at 29-31. Couldn't pull off the win the last time out versus the Tigers. Today we are sending Jake Arrieta, who is 3-6 with a 4.33 ERA, pitched very well in his last game against the Washington Nationals. He will be going up against Johnny Cueto, who has had a very good season, 7-4 with a 2.38 ERA. So pitching probably one of their best starting pitchers other than Mike Leake so far this season for them. I think this is our second time seeing him this season. Last time I think we got to him. No, I think he shut us down the last time. I can't remember. It's been a while since we played the Reds. We haven't played the Reds since early May. So this is our first time playing another team inside the division for a while. To say the least, their offense has been pretty bad this year. Joey Votto and Jay Bruce have been the lone bright spots in their offense. Otherwise, everybody else has struggled quite a bit. On our side, we've had good offensive production in our last 10 games. We've really been scoring runs, a lot of runs, and it's been different people every time. So it's been, that's kind of how it's supposed to work. Not everybody's going to be hot all the time, and so you can keep 1 or 2 guys hot and keeping your offense afloat. That's kind of what you need throughout the season. But let's go ahead and get into this game now and see if we can improve our position. The Brewers did lose, so if we can win, we can get a little bit closer in the division, which would be really nice. We do need to get closer as the season rolls on. You see, we've dropped back down to 4th, but it's very, very tight 2 through 4 in the NL Central, but not so much 1-2. See if we can get ourselves closer to that 500 mark and hopefully eventually push to that 500 mark. Like I said, we're going to have Jake Arrieta starting today. And then I'm going to go ahead and sit Dexter Fowler for Junior Lake and Addison Russell for Tommy Listella. Just change it up a little bit here. I'll keep this. Tommy Listella looks like he's going to end up leading off here. Give you guys a day off. Junior Lake will bat 9, just so we don't have to change up the lineup too much. Guys can sometimes be pretty picky on where they are in the lineup, on their production anyways. But that's the lineup we're going to trot out with there today. See if we can get a win. I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at the friendly confines on the north side. And I'll be back after the game, guys. Enjoy.
And 2 to Utley with Rollins leading from second. Here's the pitch from Beckett. Call strike 3 and a no-hitter. Josh Beckett for the 21st time in Dodger history. A no-hitter. The 11th no-hitter in Los Angeles Dodgers.
A fine night in store here at Wrigley Field. It's the Reds and the Cubs. Next on the show. Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Cincinnati Reds and the Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here for this NL Central Division matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a couple of right-handers set to square off here in the opener.
Yeah, and I think in this game we're going to see a couple of guys that have pitched pretty well recently. Both of them winners in their last outing. So obviously they're looking to equal those performances right here in this game.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cincinnati Reds as they'll align themselves like this here tonight. They'll match up against a guy trying to put it all together, the right-hander Jake Arrieta. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. Here comes perhaps the fastest man in baseball as Billy Hamilton strides forward to get this ball game underway.
Number 6, Billy Hamilton.
And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. On the barehanded attempt, gets by him here, and that ought to go as a bunt single.
Well, it probably goes without saying, but he's a threat to do this at any time. Even on the first pitch of the ball game, and he beats this one out, puts that guy in the stretch right away.
Joey Votto will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Now here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
And it's a good position to be in. You've been playing good baseball. Now you get to come home and start a homestand. They've got a chance to really make some noise in the division if they can keep playing well. Boy, very aggressive against him here to start the ball game. He's thrown only 3 pitches, yet 2 of them have been turned into hits. Well, for his sake, you better hope that you can tone that ratio down, or he won't be around too long in this one.
Todd Frazier will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. The 1-0 pitch. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here it comes, 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Yeah, right over the top of that one. Double play ball would be a killer here, so he's got to find something he can square up.
Two. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Another 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Soler is there, and he has it for the out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Brandon Phillips will get his first opportunity now. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday. He's ready now. The pitch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 now to Phillips. This is foul right side. Ready now on 1-1. And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. Now, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
Runners leap from first and third. Here's the pitch. And he takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. And they will get the runner at the plate as he's tagged out.
Bit of a daring move there trying to score. This ball's not hit all that well, but he's able to get to this thing quickly and fire it home to get the runner.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He'll start this one at 269. 7 homers, and he's driven in 24. Here comes the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here comes the 1-2. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And the run will score as the Reds strike first to lead it 1-0.
Boy, what a great start to this series here in the first inning. On the road, you'd love to give your pitcher a little something to work with out there. And he's going to have a lead now before he even throws his first pitch.
Marlon Byrd standing in as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Ready with the 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. 2-2 pitch on the way. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And now, whatever pitch he feels most comfortable with, that's the pitch he needs to throw right here, because he cannot afford to put this one out of the strike zone.
Full count pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The next 3-2. Hit hard but fouled toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. 2 men are on with 2 men out. 3-2, here it is. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Boy, the command. Not really good right now to start this ball game. Already that's 3 hits now and a walk he's given up. He's really laboring through this first inning of work.
Brian Pena will dig in for the first time, and he'll do so right at the 300 mark for the year. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
He waits. Now the pitch. 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Up to an even 30 pitches here in the first inning. 3-0 now.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
Now the 3-0 offering. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
And even 3-1, I say take another one.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full 3-2.
Taken again on 3-1. He's trying to get that RBI the easy way, but now they've worked it back to a full count.
Let's get out of this inning.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Boy, talk about a tough start to a ball game. Everything that could go wrong, it has gone wrong here in the first inning, and forcing in a run with a bases-loaded walk just could be the tip of the iceberg.
Zach Cozart will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Pause, now the pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Reds out in front, 2-0. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. They'll step in against a real strikeout artist, the hard-throwing right-hander Johnny Cueto. And defensively, you see the Reds line up like this behind him. Tommy La Stella will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading out for the Cubs, second baseman, Tommy La Stella.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, and they were home for just a short time before heading right back out on the road again. So there's been a lot of packing and unpacking recently. That's the life of a big league ball player.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Chris Bryant will stand in now, and obviously one to be careful with, as you see there, currently leading the senior circuit in long balls. First pitch on the way. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
The next pitch. 1-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
1 out, nobody on. 1-1 on the way. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Now the 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first, and after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
And his first cuts now. And he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Now here's the first pitch. This is up the middle, and it's going to get into center field. It's a 2-out hit.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
Jorge Soler will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. First pitch coming. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
He's set, now the pitch. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
One pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes a 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Reds 2 and the Cubs nothing. Johnny Cueto leads things off now in the top half of the second.
The pitcher number 47, Johnny Cueto.
First pitch to him. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Well, in the one silver lining to that tough first inning, at least he gets the pitcher to start the second, so he's able to get this inning off on the right foot.
Billy Hamilton will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. Here's the first offering. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. 1 strike offering now to Hamilton. And now he drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
In is Joey Votto now. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. The 1-1. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And no one will track it down. The right-hander deals on 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds at 2-2. Here he comes on 2-2. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Here's Todd Frazier now. And this will be fouled away. Comes set, now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now.
And that curveball still hasn't shown up yet. It's normally a real good pitch for him, but it hasn't served him well at all so far.
A 2-1 offering. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
And this is hit well towards the hole. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
And the beat goes on here in the second. They're already working on a 2-run lead. The back-to-back hits here in the second have them looking for more.
Brandon Phillips will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And here's the first pitch. And this is swung on and bounced out to the shortstop, Castro. On to first, and the Reds' rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Starlin Castro will stand in, hoping to just keep riding the hot streak. He's been an exceptionally tough out these last 6 ball games. First offering on the way.
Here we go.
Fouled straight back. Now here it comes. And that misses 1-1.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Here's the 1-1.
Here we go.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Here's the 1-2. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that'll hit off the ivy out there. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double. So the double puts him right into scoring position here to kick off the home second. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Number 12 will dig in here. First pitch coming. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike two. One, two. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Try again, 1-2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. The 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Here's the full count offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, in that situation, you'd love to be able to get that guy up to third base with just one out. But this is a swing and miss type of pitcher on the mound, so you knew he'd be going for the strikeout, and he winds up getting it.
Chris Denorfia will get his first shot at it here. Now the first pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. The 1-0 home. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. On the way. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
That'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. Now, he's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Jake Arrieta will get his first opportunity now. Here's the first pitch to him. And now a check swing, but did he hold up in time? No, swung the bat, says Clyde Washington. It's strike one. Comes set, now the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a hard liner towards short. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Jay Bruce is ready to go here as we begin the third.
The right fielder, number 32, Jay Bruce.
Now here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now the pitch. Swinging a liner back through the box. And a base hit now, as that's how the third inning gets underway.
We are seeing a lot of confident swings right now. That's already 6 hits now in the first few innings. They've really come out attacking the baseball so far.
Marlon Byrd will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time.
Let's go, Cubs. Come on, Cubby.
Here's the first offering. Line hard, but foul. He's set, now the pitch. And he drops that one in for strike 2.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Has a look, now the pitch. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
And these guys would like nothing more than to add on to their 2-run lead. Back-to-back hits have them in business to do just that.
Brian Pena will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. Now the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. He waits, now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul for strike 2. He's ready, now the pitch. Now he reaches out for a fastball this time and drives it high in the air to deep left center field. And it will indeed get out of here. Gone, a home run. So a 3-run shot to left center, and the Redlegs have added on. It's now a 5-0 game.
When you have a hitter down in the count like that, you got to bury him or at least get him to chase something out of the zone. That pitch is way too hittable, and he pays for it. Just an enormous mistake, and now he's so upset with himself.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Kozar. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here it comes. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Got him.
He definitely needed that one after the 3-run home run. Don't get me wrong. He hasn't forgotten about it, but that's a good job of putting it behind you and getting back to the task at hand.
Stepping in now, Johnny Cueto. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
The batter, number 6, Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Billy Hamilton will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. First pitch on the way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
The 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Ah, and another good hitter's count to work with here. They've been able to sit back and just really tee off on him.
Three runs already home here. Now the 2-0 home. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. And Castro will make the catch, and that ends the inning. But 3 for the Reds in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubs nothing. Junior Late makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Junior.
First pitch coming. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him. 0-1.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
The pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So with one gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. Tommy La Stella will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch coming. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Hamilton is there, 2 gone.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
In now, Chris Bryant. And Cueto starts him out with strike 1.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch on the way. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Another 0-2 coming. And a swing and a miss as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Joey Votto will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Number 19, Joey Votto.
Now here's the first pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. And the pitch. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Todd Frazier will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. First pitch to him. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. And he's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the fourth. And stepping in, the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. And here's the first pitch. Big, slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. And this one misses to Phillips. It's a ball and a strike.
That's a pitch right there that you have to stay on top of, or else it's just going to get away from you.
The 1-1 home. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
I think all these hits are making him a little gun-shy out there. He's starting to aim the ball and to nibble. When calls don't go your way, that could be trouble.
At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 coming. Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Reds are down in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Anthony Rizzo will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
First baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Here's the first offering. Hard hit towards center. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Jorge Soler will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. First pitch coming. First pitch here is softly hit to the left side. Phillips for one. On to Votto, a double play.
Well, it only took him 1 pitch to get himself in trouble, and 1 pitch later, he's already out of trouble by getting that double play.
Starlin Castro will stand in here. He doubled his first time around. First offering on the way. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Bruce is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. Cubs are down quietly. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Jay Bruce will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
The right fielder, number 32, Jay Bruce.
Now the first pitch. First pitch of the inning here is wrapped right back from where it came, and that'll get into center field for a leadoff single.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat, and sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Marlon Byrd will step in. Singled and came around to score his last time.
Look out, watch for movement.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. "1-0 on the way. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, that's the importance of having veterans on your ball club. You know, a young guy might have swung at both of those first two pitches.
Hey, let's go.
The 2-0 on the way. And on 2-0, this is a fly ball out to right field. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out.
Boy, that's the kind of play where you take your hat off and you wipe the sweat off your brow, even if it's cold outside. This guy's getting hammered right now. He better figure out something quick.
Brian Pena will dig in. Had a 3-run homer his last time. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Good tailing action there. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that misses. 2-1. He's ready now. The pitch. And there he goes towards second. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. And that's through. A base hit. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Zach Cozart will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
And now with first and third, 1 out, this guy definitely holds the key to the inning here.
Now the 1-0. In tight again, and it's to 2-0 now.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Here comes the 2-0. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2.
Well, time for another old baseball cliche. It's a game of inches.
And it was on this ball. Take a look at how close this is to the foul line. And this is not a fair ball by a whole lot, but I guarantee you he'll take it. He pulls into second with an RBI double.
Johnny Cueto will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, He might get one home, maybe two. But this is a big-time chance.
Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike. Gotta say, it's amazing to me that they've decided to leave this guy out there after the pounding that he's taken so far.
I think the fans have to be saying, what do we got to do to get a reliever in here? Enough of this already.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he will score as well. And they're really putting some distance between them now as that lead gets even bigger.
And this is when you know the stars are lined up in your favor as a hitter. I mean, look how bunched up he was on that swing, yet he still finds a way to muscle that to right for a double.
Neil Ramirez is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Billy Hamilton will be his first assignment down to the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. Now here's the first pitch. Taken the other way toward left center and fairly deep. Denorfia will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Joey Votto will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Now the first pitch. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Reds 8 and the Cubs nothing. Number 12 will stand in to start things here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First pitch on the way. Fouled back. Here's the pitch. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Here it comes. Pitch by Cueto, a bouncing ball for Frazier at third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Chris Denorfia will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. First pitch coming. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Boy, you talk about guys being over-anxious at the plate. You know, of all the pitches he's thrown so far, guys have only taken 8 of them. If I was on the mound, I'd keep throwing pitches 2 feet out of the zone until they prove they can lay off.
Neil Ramirez will stand in now, a late entrant to the ball game as he'll be making his first plate appearance here in inning number 5. Now here's the first pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Yeah, one pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Pitch on the way. Here's a hard ground ball that gets past Cueto on the mound and into center field. It's a base hit.
Well, you had to think that on 0-2, they just wanted to get rid of this guy using as few pitches as possible. But he shows a little bit of life up there, and he gets himself a base hit.
Junior Lake will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch coming. Well, and he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
He's set. Now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a line drive to left. Bird is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for the Cubs. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Todd Frazier will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati 6th.
Todd Frazier.
And here's the first pitch. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. The pitch. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The second baseman, number 4, Brandon Phillips.
So 1 away now for Brandon Phillips. Here's the first offering. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0 now to Phillips. Upstairs with it yet again. It's 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
2-0 count. The pitch. Called a strike there. 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Here comes the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Here's the 2-2 offering. Now here's the ball hit sharply toward the right side, and Phillips has himself a base hit.
Just a nice inside-out swing here. You'll see he lets that pitch travel deep, and those hands come through first, just shoots it the other way.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
He's gonna go.
Comes set, now the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Pause, now the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Runner at first here, one man out. Here's another 0-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
And this guy single-handedly wore out their starter in this one. 3 hits against him. Called to the bullpen, though, got him off stride, and they're able to set him down for the first time in the ballgame.
Marlon Byrd standing in as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Comes set, now the pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Now this is lined into left field for a base hit.
The batter, catcher, Brian Pena.
Brian Pena will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
First pitch to him. Ball 1. Has a look, now the pitch. That misses, 2-0.
And now at the plate with a 2-0 count, it's not just, hey, this has to be a strike. You've got to look for one pitch in one location and then let it rip.
Now the 2-0. Out in front, but this is skied into straightaway right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Tommy La Stella will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th. First offering on the way. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Pitch by Cueto is a ground ball for Cozart at short. 1 away.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Chris Bryant will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. And the pitch. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
Yeah, and Matt, we've seen it time and time again. It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 14 on the season, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
the hole they dug themselves here early, it's definitely a long road back. But stranger things have happened, and who knows? So maybe we'll look back on this home run as being the one that got the huge comeback started.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And Cueto starts him out with strike one.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
Now here it comes. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
So 1-2 with one away. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball two. Here now the 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the 2-2 home. There's a line drive out to left center that'll carry over the head of Cozart. It's short, a base hit.
Boy, they have not been able to keep him off base. He's got 3 of their 6 hits so far, and he's single-handedly keeping them in the ballgame.
Jorge Soler will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. Now the first pitch, and that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Now he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
He waits. Now the pitch. In there at the knees. 0-2 now. He's ready. Now the pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. The 1-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. You can see what his breakdown is so far.
Starlin Castro will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch coming. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
He's ready now. The pitch. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And Bruce will make the catch, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Zach Cozart will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Jason Mott will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Number 30, Jason Mott. Now playing left field and batting in the 8th spot. Number 33, Mike Baxter.
Zach Cozart will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. (1-0). And he misses again, 2-0.
That's going to give him another great hitting count here on 2-0. No wonder they're up by 7.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
Long pass.
3-0 is on the way. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Here he comes, 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls a strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
Into the box now, Johnny Cueto. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch now. Up top, it's 2-0. Not the right time to lose the strike zone here.
Definitely not when you've got a guy giving himself up.
Hitters count 2-0. There's a strike. It's 2-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Billy Hamilton will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Addison Russell is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 4, Addison Russell.
Here's the first offering. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Baxter will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Joey Votto will try again. 2 for 4 in the ball game. Now here's the first pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
First and second now, 1 man out. He's set, now the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. comes set. Now the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Here comes the 1-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, third baseman.
And this is something we'll see a lot with that cut fastball. Here it is again in show motion. When you hit a ball right below the label, you're going to get this 9 times out of 10.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Oh, that's wrong. That's so wrong.
The 1-0. On the ground to third. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Number 12 will stride to the plate. He's 0 for 2 thus far.
Catcher, number 12.
Now the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
No reason not to go for broke now. What do you got to lose?
Come on, make them earn it.
Here it comes. Slice down the left side, but foul. The 0-2 once more. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Now another 0-2. This one for Cozart at short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, here's another look. This looked to be a fairly routine play. Just might have hit him, though, on the heel of the glove, and now they've got a leadoff base runner.
Mike Olt will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
He's set, now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt, but fortunately here, no advance. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And a rather easy first out.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, maybe this turns into a double play ball. But with the bat shattering here, just too much going on to even think about, too. So he'll take that sure out at first instead.
Into the box, Mike Baxter. And Cueto starts him out with strike one.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Please win, Cubs.
Has a look, now the pitch. And this is swung on and bounced to Phillips at second base. Throw gets him, 2 down.
All right, now you're looking at no way for them to manufacture a run, really. There's a guy on third now, but 2 outs. That really wasn't all that helpful.
Junior Lake will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Pause, now the pitch. And he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2. Comes set, now the pitch. Swung on and rolled softly to third. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. James Russell will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Brandon Phillips will get the first chance here in the inning for the Reds. After him comes Jay Bruce.
Brandon Phillips.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. The next 0-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And now a pitch on the way. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now another 1-2.
Nope.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
Grounded, foul. Here comes a 2-2. And they really bunch him up.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Jay Bruce will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. First pitch coming. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Now here's the pitch. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Here he comes on 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now. And a look there at the starter comparison, telling the story of the ball game. One guy still going and pitching well, The other one long since departed for the showers. Marlon Byrd will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. First pitch on the way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Now here it comes. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
And when he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Here's the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Rizzo will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Tommy La Stella will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. It's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. The 2-0. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Ready on 2-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. There to make the play is Frazier for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Chris Bryant will get another shot. He homered his last time. And here's the first pitch. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Cueto's pitch, a bouncer headed for Phillips at second base. Throw in time at first for out number 2. 8-1 our score as you look at our in-game line score. This one pretty much all over but the shouting. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Here's the first offering. This ball will be chopped foul. Pitch on the way. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
And the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Now the pitch. And, oh, he got the glove up in time as this ball drills him. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. Cubs are down in order. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Brian Pena will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. Hector Rondon will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Brian Pena will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. And this pitch is hit rather sharply toward the third base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. Nothing in 2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Out in front as he lifts a fly ball out toward right field. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the 9th.
With the 0-2 count, he was really forced to protect the plate, and you can see this ball's not even in the strike zone, but he chases after it anyway, and he lifts this for an easy fly ball.
Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart, as he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. 1 out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get him.
Johnny Cueto will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. The pitch. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Soler will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Reds are down in order, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Jorge Soler started off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
First offering on the way. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
1-1 pitch on the way. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. But he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that. Most likely an infield single.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Addison Russell digs in at the plate. first pitch to him. On the ground to second base. This could be two. Cozart for one. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the one.
Obviously, much more difficult to turn a double play when it's to the left side of the second baseman. It just takes a little bit longer to get things set up, and they wind up getting only the force at second.
Stepping in now, number 12, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
The pitch count, you asked, right at 100 now, but I think this is still a game that he can finish off, no doubt about it.
Runners on first with one down. From the stretch, runner goes. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease.
Yeah, he'll take second base here, but I think they were pretty well conceding that to him. So we'll have to see if he gets that score to stolen base or simply defensive indifference.
He's ready now. The pitch. Not a bad pitch there with two strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Here comes a 1-2. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Dexter Fowler will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24, Dexter Fowler.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it, and the Reds have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Reds win this one 8-1. Good night from Chicago.
The final line score for our ball games tonight for the victorious Cincinnati Reds.
Well, not the best game that we've ever played. That was a pretty disappointing game and got off on the wrong foot to start off with there. As you saw, Castro booted the easy double play ball in the first inning, and it just all went downhill from there. That one homer by Pena was really trying to throw that ball down and away, and man, that was he just hit the ball hard, and that's all. You know, but that's what happens. You know, baseball is a very finicky game and a very cruel mistress. But this week really hasn't been the greatest. As you can see, we are 1-3 this week compared to what we were last week. We were 6-1. So we've already lost more games than we did last week. But we got 3 more against the Reds. The division has definitely been our enemy, but we do have a good chance of winning tomorrow. We have Travis Wood facing off against Jason Marquis. As you can see, there is 1-8 and has been very hittable all year. Obviously, we got Mike Leake and then Homer Bailey following that, so that's not going to be the easiest. But you know, we're going to have to beat division foes if we're going to want to win the division or even make the playoffs. We got to win the division games because that's what we play the most. But I mean, as you can see here, we lost the first game of this Miami series here, and we ended up running off the next 5 straight. So I mean, hopefully we get a little bit back on track. Arrieta has just had a rough season. 3-7 and a 5+ ERA. Not been the greatest season for him. I got a couple guys coming up who have been hit or miss with Hendricks and Wood, and then the final game of the series is Lester, who has been pretty good for us this year. So I'm feeling pretty good about our chance to at least split the series, but we will have to see. You guys have to come back next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow Life of Raw Sports Gaming, and then also subscribe to us on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network. All the videos get posted up there, so if you ever miss one, feel free to just check it out on our YouTube page. And then anything Life of Raw Sports Gaming, you can check out our new little news feed on Twitter as well. Anything you need to know about what's going on with the channel is on there, so be sure to check that out as well and follow us on Twitter. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys be sure to keep it real.